Siege is a unique game that puts you into a unique situation. Gun skill and reaction time aren't all that you need to overcome the steep learning curve that new players must face. Strategical knowledge and understanding are what will make or break most of your matches. Welcome to Siege Basics. On today's episode of Siege Basics, we will be learning Villa. Villa is a large map with some very unique features, including an almost entirely destructible floor on the second story. This map has plentiful opportunities for outside to inside play, making it challenging to defend in some cases. Today we'll be going over Villa callouts, as well as basic setups and pushes for each site. But before we get into that, if you find this video helpful in any way, liking and subscribing to the channel is a great way to show me you love this type of content. I also stream on Twitch every weekend. I'd love it if you guys stop by. I'll leave a link in the description. Now let's hop into the callouts. So, before we hop into this, I just want to be clear at first that a lot of teams have a lot of different callouts for this map. So I'm going to try to tell you guys all of the callouts that I've heard people say. So if someone makes a callout that you may not call it, you'll be able to understand where they're, what they're saying. Alright, we're going to start off outside. This is either called study balk or south balk. Out here, we would call this study window balk or east balk. It's not that important to specify which one, because you shouldn't really be peeking, but those are the two callouts for that. Here's study door, study window. This whole room is called study. This is called aviator room because of all the planes. My team calls this map table. Someone will play right here. They're playing behind map. Alright, this is obviously a couch. Someone's sitting right here. They're playing couch. Alright, moving over to here, this is called vault. This is a very strong position for defenders to hold. Attackers will commonly try to breach this wall. Moving on, this is games room. Okay, we'll call this bar. Alright, right here, back here is the bar. This whole room's called games. Easy, this hallway's called 90 or classical. This is main 90 because it faces towards the main stairs, and then this is red 90, this side of the hallway. Red 90 down there because that's red stairs, alright? Remember, this is vault wall. Moving over here, my team's going to call this trophy entrance or trophy double or double doors. That's what some teams will call it. Back here is called landing. Alright. This staircase was called red stairs. Moving all the way in here, this is called statuary or statue. Statue's much shorter, or stat if you're feeling extra spicy. Okay, moving on. Here's master bedroom, whatever you want to call it. Now in here is walk-in closet. This is a pretty special room because half of it is destructible. This half of the room is destructible while this part is not. Okay? Now, people will sit here often and hold this angle onto this window. Very specific, but this is called arches. Okay? Now in here we have master bathroom or just bathroom. Not to be confused with the bathroom downstairs. But here is bathtub. You can prone in here. Be careful for a cheeky defender sitting in here while you're trying to take sight. Moving on into here, this is called astronomy room. Down here is astronomy stairs. Back here is astronomy desk. You can make punch holes into here. Watch out for that. They will screw you over. Okay? Moving on. This is called deer, because of the deer, or trophy. Alright? This is called back hall. Alright? Now, this is a pretty common spot for defenders to try to take control of mud. This is called mud room. Alright, I'll call it mud or mud room. Okay, this is called clock. This is the big old grandfather clock right here. Right here, this room is called china. Okay, this whole room is called kitchen. My team calls this area right here cabinets. Okay, cabinets looks to china. Remember kitchen here. In here, this is called pantry. Pantry drop. These are pantry stairs, obviously. This wall is destructible, and you can get an angle from outside. Be careful of that. Moving on, here we have dining. Okay, dining table. All right. People will sit here, hold mem. This room over here is called memorial room. My team will call it mem for short. Moving on, we have bicycle storage. Call this bike. Running back to dining, we'll go over to the laundry room with the laundry machines in them. That's why this is called laundry room. Simple enough, I hope. Coming in here, we have living room. There's a lot of play spots in here. A lot. Be careful. This is a site, but it's not a very common site. Remember, back there's mud room. Mud room leads to living room. All right. Hanging out in here, this is called toilet or first floor bathroom. Not to be confused with a bathroom upstairs. All right. Here's library. This is a site. Okay. Now back here is gallery. This is gallery. This is basically like vault downstairs. It's similar shape. Here's main entrance, the main door here. If someone's playing right here, I would call this bottom main stairs, because that's main stairs or main entrance. It's really your choice. Again, anything under a staircase, my team will call Harry Potter. So this is called Harry Potter. Moving on, back here, this is called Art. Art Studio is the compass called out. My team will call it Art. Alright, heading in here. Obviously, this is going to be called Piano because of the massive piano in here. Here is lower 90. Similar to the 90 hallway. Upstairs does make a 90-degree angle. Not a super common position to play, but lower 90 is this call out. Now, moving on to the basement. This is one of the least known parts of this map because it is less played than most other parts of the map. There is no option for a site down here. 3 main areas down here. Alright, this is called, I'll call this whole part right here arches, okay? There's just a shitload of arches. In here is wine, okay? This whole area is wine down here. This will lead up to pantry stairs. This is pantry stairs right here. Heading on over here, we have office. Then out here is obviously garage. That's not super important. Alright, then this is storage. Down here, storage. Remember, here's arches. I'll go over one more time. Arches. Running back here, we got wine cellar. Now all the way around, old office or just offices, and then storage. That will be it for Villa Callouts. Now before we move on to the next segment where we cover basic setups and pushes for each site on Villa, I wanted to let you guys know that Siege is a game where creativity is rewarded by wins, and you do not have to use the strats that I'm about to show you. These are just basic strats to use as a template for your games. First, we're going to cover Aviator Game Site. This site is usually picked first by defenders, but it's relatively easy to attack if done correctly. For this push, you need to bring a Nomad, some sort of hard breach, and then a Thatcher or a Maverick to get the bandits and or Cades off of the walls. You're going to be taking Master's side here, so spawn Fountain for the safest and fastest route to Master Bedroom. Droning is super important here, and there's a lot of it to get done. Make sure you drone out Master, Walk-In, Bathroom, Astronomy, Statue, Deer, and 90 Hallway. Once you're sure all of these rooms are clear, have Nomad position flank coverage on Astronomy stairs and Red stairs to make sure those flanks are locked down. After you have this done, you essentially have control of half of the map. The next step is to take 90 Hallway. If a defender is playing in 90, you might have to have one of your teammates rappel on the 90 window to help clear them out. But once you have control of 90, get the 90 wall open. This leads directly into Vault and should cut off rotations between the two sites as long as you have an attacking teammate holding it. Now if defenders can't rotate, all you have to do is clear out Aviator and plant. And in some rare cases, you don't even have to clear Aviator. The default plant spot behind the door is very safe. You could just go for the plant immediately without clearing all of sight. In post-plant, one person should play landing and hold study door. One should continue to watch the rotations from defenders between the two sites, and one person should watch main 90 to prevent flankers. Aviator Defense is a little bit more complicated. The entire site is surrounded by breachable walls that can really harm sight if opened. A big portion of winning Aviator is keeping those walls closed. For this setup, I would bring a Cade and a Bandit, and then an Echo or a Maestro depending on if one or the other is banned. Make sure Games Wall and Aviator Wall get reinforced completely. Cade can pre-place his gadgets on both of these walls and then play in 90 Hallway to prevent attackers from opening the vault wall. Bandit's job should also be to prevent the study walls from getting opened. Bandit can do this by bandit tricking the walls after the Cades get destroyed. A good attacking team will utilize the destructible floor below to prevent bandit trickers, so be careful of that. As Bandit, you can also shoot out holes above the walls to throw a nitrocell into study. This can help with wall denial. Echo or Maestro, give Cade a camera in the 90 hallway that he can use to support his hold. Then give Bandit the camera and study that he can use to predict which walls attackers are trying to breach. You should either take impacts or the Maestro shotgun pistol to make a rotation between sites right here next to Vault. The Echo or Maestro player can play in Vault and watch cameras for the first minute or so of the round to help Bandit and Cade. During the late round, Vault is a great position to deny pushes from both sites. Also, on a side note, Amira can be really helpful here to hold study, but she's banned frequently on this map. If she's available, you can have your 4th or 5th play her, but I think Bandit, Cade, and Echo are more important than Amira here. Attacking statues super easy. For this, you're going to need a Thermite, a Thatcher or Maverick, and a Zofia. Master Wall can deny an entire site for defenders to play in, so getting that wall open basically gets you the round. Defenders will often try to set up shields on Master Door to help hold it. Sophia can make quick work of those shields with her grenade launchers, and make sure to watch out for ADSs. You can use Thermite's flashbangs to help waste them. After Sophia helps Thermite and Thatcher take Master Bedroom, she should go below and roam clear. A lot of times, defenders will play down in the kitchen and attempt to nitro through the floor to kill anyone in Master Bedroom. It's super important that you clear any roamers down in kitchen, because they will nitro you through the floor later in the round. If Thermite and Thatcher are having trouble getting the wall open, once Sophia's roam cleared, she can impact below the wall to prevent a bandit trigger. Once the wall's open, drone out statue, and if it's clear, you can go for a plant right in Master Door, as long as you cover the 90 push-up and the astronomy push. In post-plant, as long as you stay in Master and don't overpeak, you should be able to cover the diffuser easily. Here's how to defend statue/deer site. The wall on this site is super important, so make sure to bring a Cade to keep it closed. Similarly to the walls in the study, the Master Wall can be shot out so a nitro can get thrown over the top of the wall. And since Master is such a common push here, and the entire floor is destructible, you can always bring a pulse to play below and try to get an early pick with a nitro through the soft floors. Lastly, a smoke is a great pick here because of all of the choke points on this site that can be denied with the smoke canisters. Make sure Master Wall gets reinforced all the way and pre-place a Cade there. Smoke can use a shotgun to make a rotation between astronomy and deer, but make sure you get a reinforcement next to that rotation. Smoke can bring a shield to reinforce his position in astronomy. Pulse should reinforce and then get below Master early so we can make sure that there are no pre-placed drones down there. Cade should play in statue initially, and if he fails to keep the walls closed, he can retreat to deer and hold long angles across the two sites. I would recommend bringing Cade with his ACOG here, just for the long crossplay across the sites. When attacking kitchen, above control is very important. For this push, you'll need a sledge, nomad, and Hibana. First, drone out Master, bathroom, statue, and deer, and then once you know all of those are clear and have control of above, cover your Astro and 90 flank with air jabs. After that, begin sledging open the floor in as many places as possible. If you can clear out dining and laundry, you'll have a good chance of winning this round. Make sure you breach laundry hatch, whether it's reinforced or soft. From the hatch, you can use Hibana to breach into dining through laundry wall. Sledge should stay above while Hibana and Nomad drop hatch. Hibana can go through the hole she made earlier and plant behind dining table while Nomad covers Memorial from the breach. After the diffuser is down, all you really need is Sledge to cover from above, and the round should be yours as long as you don't throw too hard. To defend kitchen, you should bring a Smoke, Jaeger, and Bandit. Jaeger should give Smoke an ADS near cabinets, one next to Memorial, and then one outside of the laundry room. Make sure to reinforce pantry and laundry walls, and Bandit can pre-place bandits on laundry and pantry walls. Smoke should set up a shield facing towards China to reinforce his position in cabinets. During the round, Jaeger can roam upstairs and try to prevent above play from attackers. Smoke should play in China and watch the push-in from pantry and China. The smoke grenades can really come in handy late round if the attackers are stuck in pantry or laundry. Bandit can play behind the dining table. This is a super strong position for defenders because it can watch both Memorial and laundry. Because of how infrequently the library and living room site is picked in ranked, and for time's sake, I'm going to be leaving that site out of the video today. But there's one last thing to discuss before we go. Bans. Based on all of the strats I just mentioned to you, there are a couple operators that are more powerful on this map than others, making them great bans. On attack, Thatcher and Nomad are both really good bans. On defense, Mira, Cade, or Bandit are all great options. Thank you for watching this video. I sincerely hope that you were able to learn something today. And don't forget to stop by my Twitch. I'll leave the link in the description. I'd love to see you there.